Sorry. So you can only fix yourself. You can't fix other people. You can help guide them and give them, ideas and stuff. But in the end, all you can do is really fix yourself. And if this person has their own work to do, then you have your own work to do too. And I think it's just really important for you to focus on self-love and not let what this situation is doing and the anxiety that it's bringing to bring you down. Because it's you're only being sucked into their energy, and that's not your energy to be taking in. That doesn't belong to you at all. So let's see what these have real quick, and then my readings always go a lot faster after I've done a few signs and I start getting into the role. But since you're my first reading, beautiful Scorpios, it's a little long-winded, so I apologize. All right, let's see. What do we have for Scorpio? Scorpio, please. Nothing wants to... If this doesn't pop anything out, I'll cut the deck. Scorpio. There we go. Let's see. My home is a sacred space full of beauty, inspiration, and protection. So if you don't live together, then it's definitely good for you to have your own space. If this energy is affecting your home, maybe do some saging, some cleansing. Since we have the sage, we have the crystals. Maybe you need to clear out your home as far as energy goes. There's different ways to do it. You can take an Epsom salt bath. I've been taking those a lot lately, and it's been very, very helpful. But yeah, so if there's imbalance in your home, try to restore the balance any way you can. If it has to do with this person and there's no way to get out of the situation, then I would just say cleanse the area and try to hold on to your high vibes so that it absorbs the whole house, and hopefully it'll kind of rub off on this person as well. And just, stick to yourself. If you tend to fight a lot or if it's uncomfortable, then just stick to yourself. But if you feel like there's healing, obviously, if there's healing conversations you need to have, of course, have those, Sometimes silence is not the best way to go about conflict. Sometimes actually having a conversation is very important. But sometimes you just get to the point where every time you have a conversation, it turns into an argument. So let's see what we have here. My emotions move through cycles and connect me to truth. So allow yourself to feel whatever is coming up. Even if you have anxiety, allow yourself to feel that anxiety. You don't have to hold on to it per se, but one of my tricks is like when I have anxiety or if I'm upset, instead of going, why am I so upset? Oh, I have anxiety. You know how we tend to do that? Like when we're having a bad day, we tend to constantly repeat that in our head all day. I have anxiety. And that just keeps it there. And because you're pushing against it. Like, oh no, this feeling sucks. This sucks. Just tell yourself and really feel it. Okay. I have anxiety today. Okay. It's, I see you, like allowing it to be there. And then it'll allow itself to circulate through your body and pass through a lot more than if you're just constantly fighting against it. I unleash my wildness and choose to be free. So if somebody has been making you feel trapped and stuck, then it's your turn to just say, fuck it. I'm going to be me. I'm a spiritual being. I'm a beautiful being. And I choose to be free. I choose to be my authentic self. I enjoy walking around in my underwear. Fuck it, I'm gonna walk around in my underwear. And that's just a stupid example, but if you enjoy going out in the moonlight and lighting candles, or doing like going into a drum circle, or whatever it is, it's very important right now for you to reconnect with yourself, because it looks like just whatever is happening right now, or what just recently happened in the past, has taken its toll on you, and it's just it's just not healthy. You're gonna get sick. So definitely try to find your happy place. Even if you have to go in your bedroom and just chill for a while and read books and just, like, I have Scorpio rising and moon, so I tend to go in my room a lot, or I go out in nature as well, and I just need my space. So I shed habits that hinder my truth and release and renew. So like I said earlier about habits, our past hurts and everything can be something that is hindering our growth in our relationships, and also our relationship to self. So it's important to not just blame the other person for what's going on, but to also seeing the mistakes that we made and not beating up on ourselves for it. Sometimes things are just meant to be over. And I'm not saying that this is over. I'm just saying that right now there needs to be more self-focus and really focusing on shedding that old skin so that you can grow bigger, just like the snake. I craft my core desires with certainty and ease. Yeah, so there's some suppressed things, like maybe you just felt like you couldn't be completely open with this person because they're not on the same, not necessarily the same level as you, but they are, maybe you just feel like you can't be fully yourself in front of them because they've always known you a certain way. And so that makes me go back to this is, I don't even know who you are, maybe you're starting to come into truth with who you really are, and this person's uncomfortable with it because they don't recognize that. So when I was going through my spiritual path, I used to be so much different than I am now, and people didn't get it at first. They kind of fought back, and they didn't fight back, but they it took them a long time to finally start accepting this new person that they started to see. And trust me, they're very happy about it now. But it does take time for people to adjust to the changes, that you're doing. And as well as other people, you need to adjust to the changes that other people are doing too. And then, if you're willing and able to grow with that person, on a different level, which is exciting, then that's great. If not, then maybe it's time to separate. With a steady mind, I am connected to our collective experience. Yeah, keep yourself focused on you. Try not to focus so much on what the other person is doing or going through, because everybody needs to go inward sometimes. And it looks like there's been a situation that's just, it's history, right? Like there's a lot of history, there's a lot of baggage, it's already happened. So there's no reason to focus on all of that anymore. It's now about to focus on yourself, keeping yourself grounded, and allowing yourself to come into the new you, even without that energy. Even without the person that may or may not be leaving your life. Like, it's important to start tapping into your authentic self so that you can move forward with confidence and self-love, and be okay with being alone if this doesn't work out, And, we do have the 10 and the 20, so it does look like there's a cycle that's ending. And that's a good thing. All cycles come to an end, right? And hopefully it's this negative cycle. Hopefully whatever's going on within this relationship, that old cycle is ending, you know, and the new cycle is you coming into yourself, releasing all these old patterns, not being able to be your authentic self and be wild and free and go, you know what, I'm going to go in the middle of this dried up lake when there's a full moon, and I'm going to howl, and I'm going to howl and howl. And that's just an example, but you know, some things like that just really connect us to our higher selves and to spirit. And it just really does unleash this other side of us that really needs to be tapped into, because there's a lot of relationships where you kind of end up having to like die down your spark, you know, and that is not what spirit wants us to do. Relationships are there to teach us, obviously, teach us how to open up, teach us about what our habits are, our bad patterns, all of that. But they're also there to grow spiritually with, like, and learn how to be free within this union together, if that makes sense. So hopefully that made some sense to you, Scorpio. I wish you all the best. Stay focused on yourself, shed those old patterns, be wild and free, stay focused and grounded, and take care of yourselves, okay? Much love. Bye.